Alright everyone, quiet on set.
So your name is?
Rex. I go by Rex. And you must be Dr. Allen?
You can call me Gabrielle if you want. It's nice to meet you, Rex.
Nice to meet you as well, Dr. Allen.
So, Rex, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 12 years old, and I like most things kids my age like, video games and whatnot. I also really enjoy building things.
You're in the 6th grade, right?
Yes.
How do you like it?
It's okay. I mean, it's school. It has its ups and downs.
What's your favorite subject?
I like science.
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess it's because you get to conduct experiments and see how things work.
That's cool. I was always more into English class when I was your age. Do you read at all?
Sometimes.
That's good. So, Rex, what are some of these downs about school?
Well, sometimes the classes are boring.
And what about the other kids?
I get along with most of them. There's just a few, though, that don't quite get me.
And why is that?
I think it's obvious I'm not the most capricious child. I have my interests, and I find delight in them in my own solitude. Not to say I'm a pariah of any sort. I like playing with other kids, too. I just don't need constant social stimulation in order to feel whole. So sometimes they feel as if I'm being condescending towards them.
Well, are you?
Am I what?
Are you being condescending towards them?
By no means do I feel superior. I just feel that they interpret my opinions in a negative way.
So, Rex.
You're married?
Pardon?
You're married. You have a ring on your finger.
Yes, I'm married.
How long?
5 years? So what I was going to say was...
Why don't you have any pictures of him up? Most offices that I've been in have photos of their families up.
You know, I never really thought about that before. I guess it never came to mind to put up any, I guess. So Rex, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Maybe a video game designer or a computer programmer or something of the sort. I have time to decide. Does your husband hate you?
Excuse me?
I mean, you didn't seem to mind that you didn't have any pictures of him up. I was just curious. I don't mean to intrude into your personal life.
No, it's okay. I was just taken aback. He doesn't hit me. Well, the thing about marriage is, Rex, they're a lot of hard work. I love my husband, sure, though I have my own interests away from my husband, and I find delight in them, in my own solitude. I have an activity we can do. Mr. Griffin.
Oh, done already?
Yes, Mrs. Washington. Do you mind if I speak with you alone for a moment?
Oh, sure. Hey, sweetie, why don't you go wait in the car?
I see.
What's wrong?
I didn't mean to alarm you. I just wanted to ask you a question. On the phone, you said Rex acts out a lot?
Yes, I just worry about him, you know? You know how the kids treat him? Well, at home, I'm just not there a lot. I have to work. The nanny says everything's perfectly fine with him. But he's just so patronizing with me. I want to know what's wrong with him. I just want to get him fixed. Just something's got to be wrong. I've tried Concerta, Vyvanse, you name it. I even had him tested for Asperger's. When the test came back negative, my sister just insisted that I come see you.
Well, I'm glad you brought him here. This should be a good experience based off of our last visit. I'll look forward to seeing him next week.
Same time?
Yeah. Have a good night, Mrs. Washington.
You too.
Hey, yo, Gabby, can you hand me a beer?
Not right this second. I'm kind of busy right now. Hey, boy, up. Can you hand me the...
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Hmm?
I mean, when you were my age, did you always want to be a therapist?
No, I wanted to be a writer, but writers don't get jobs.
What about authors?
What do you mean?
Don't authors get money?
Yes, they do, but you have to be a great author to make a good living.
Are you saying you're not a good writer?
No, I just haven't written in a long time.
What did you like to write about?
I used to write a bunch of short stories.
Why don't you still write then?
I just don't have time anymore.
We just finished Call of the Wild in class recently. I enjoyed that. You know, you should quit your job and start writing again, if that's what you like.
I don't think my husband or my mother would approve. Besides, then I wouldn't get to have these conversations.
Why wouldn't your mother approve?
Well, mothers, they just want to make sure their kids are happy. She wouldn't want to see me waste my time with anything like that, or get my hopes up if I were to fail.
I guess I understand.
But that's enough about me. What are your parents like?
Well, I haven't seen my dad since I was 5. He lives in California with his fiance. He sends the occasional birthday and Christmas gift. My mom, well, she's not home all that much with work and all.
Where does she work?
She's a COO for a technology company. She's gone a lot.
How does that make you feel?
I understand why she has to be gone so much. She gets frustrated, though, when I'm not as accepting of her ideas.
And why are you not as accepting?
My mother doesn't really acknowledge me. She's what you'd call detached. She's not willing to understand who I am. Due to my resistance, she finds me delinquent and chooses therapy and prescription as attempts to change me.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
If your mom wants what's best for you, wouldn't she want you to be happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm sorry, I just think you deserve more.
More what?
Respect.
You see these degrees behind me? They give me plenty of respect.
From your clients, maybe. Are you sure you respect yourself? How does that make you feel?
Look what I found.
You wrote these?
They're nothing special, just some stuff I played around with as a kid.
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop selling yourself short. I'm sure they're awesome. I was thinking about playing soccer this season.
Oh, really? What made you come to this decision?
I need to interact more with my peers.
That sounds like a step in the right direction.
Gabrielle, do you have any friends?
Yes, a few.
I know you can't say it since you are my doctor, but I hope I am one of your friends.
You are one of my favorite patients. I can say that.
You and I are a lot alike, Gabrielle.
Think so?
Yes, but the difference is you submit to what other people want you to be, then on top of that, you address other people's issues without addressing your own.
I left my husband.
Oh.
I just couldn't do it anymore. We've had our problems, and I felt like he was holding me back. No, he didn't hit me.
I understand.
You do?
Yeah, he didn't understand you. At least not the real you.
And who's the real me?
I don't know. You're the therapist here. Figure it out.
What you writing?
I'm writing a story. And I'm gonna quit my job. Rex, do you know why you're here?
To figure out if something is wrong with me.
Do you think something is wrong with you?
I don't know. I mean, there must be.
You're special. I know a lot of people don't understand that. They never will. There's nothing wrong with you. You're one in a million. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise.
So are you, Gabrielle.
Rex, I need you to wait here for a second. I need to talk to Miss Allen in her office.
Would you like to take a seat?
What is this? I found Rex reading that the other day, instead of doing his homework.
It's just something of mine I gave to him to look at. It's nothing really.
You're supposed to be fixing him, not filling his head with stories.
I'm sorry, fixing him? Mrs. Washington, I think you need to rethink what's going on here.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means there's nothing wrong with your son. He doesn't need to be fixed. It's you who needs to make a change.
Excuse me?
Mrs. Washington, you spend a lot of time at work. Now, I know you're just trying to provide for your family, but it's jeopardizing your relationship with your son. You just don't understand him.
Don't tell me about my son. I know my son.
Do you really?
I don't need to take this. We are going to go seek help elsewhere.
Mrs. Washington,
Come on, Rex. We're leaving. For good.